power of this technology goes so far beyond what like the typical like table conversation about VR gives it credit for. You know, like we talk about it as like a useful tool or an immersive, fun experience, but what we're talking about is like truly transformational.
It should be perfectly possible to trick your brain into any experience if your brain can already do that itself naturally. So VR is almost like taking that ability for our brain to generate any experience for us and like putting it in our hands, which is wild.
Man, that's something in the history books. People are going to look back and be like, yeah, 2022, 2023. That's when education, after hundreds of years, finally upgraded.
We're in a strange time where our physical worlds are intersecting with our digital identities, and right now is a time to kind of determine what you want that to be.
Once you have full body tracking that works well and it's frictionless, right? Meaning it's easy to do.
Yes.
It's a whole new, it's not a game changer, it's a whole new game.
So maybe there will be some other people who would be curious to see what I'm learning, what I'm discovering, so to say. And that's how the Discover YouTube channel started.
Oh, not really disco VR, Discover.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel bad when people ask me about VR, or they're like, what do you do? Like, all right, you asked, here it comes.
I love VR, but I love going out and breathing fresh air. And not only was I stuck in VR for 10 days, I was stuck in one room because I was streaming, the same space. I didn't see the sunlight. I totally lost track of what time everything was.
She dances with the robot. She does the first steps. She dances with that robot. She takes that thing off her fist. I have the video. I'm holding it hostage. But she takes it off her head and she says, I gotta have it.
There are a few moments in my life I can remember very vividly. The day I got married, the day my kids were born, the day Facebook announced that they bought Oculus is one of those days. I was making chili.
I've been in a lot of gaming communities, and the VR community is by far the best community that I've ever been involved with.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Between Realities VR podcast.
No, it's just the Between Realities podcast.
It's the Between Realities podcast.
Yeah, because it's XR and VR and AR and R.
Man, I forgot what this thing was called. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us once again after what is hands down the longest break we have ever taken between seasons.
Oh,
that was what happened, man.
Work happened. We started trying to run a company like a bunch of mooks. Like, what are we doing? Oh my God, it's hard. It's hard, but we're doing awesome things. A lot of awesome things.
Yes,
and we're grinding really hard. And
we're back.
And we're back. We are so back.
And
we're ready.
We are
ready to go.
We're pretty much ready. We're mostly ready. We're like
almost kind of sort of. We're like 20%. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We're there. I think we're there.
I mean, really, what happened is like I was looking at a calendar and I was like, dude, it's been 3 months.
And I was like, wait.
I think we should start doing the show again. And it's like,
it's been like 2 weeks. What do you mean? Oh snap!
I know, man.
Oh man.
We're back. It feels great.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us again. And if it's your first time here, wow, welcome. It took you 9 seasons to find the best VR podcast. It's kind of crazy.
9 seasons? What?
I know.
Wow.
I know, dude.
Man.
I know. There's been multiple things that have happened to me this week alone that have like just made me realize like how much time is going by.
Yeah.
It's like it kind of crazy, and we'll touch on some of that during the show.
Time, man. The ultimate lie.
It is the ultimate lie slash. It's like, well, is it a lie or is it a joke or is it both?
It's an illusion.
It is an illusion.
Albeit a persistent one, said a wise man once.
Albeit a persistent one indeed.
Yep.
I'm perceiving it right now. I just perceived 3 months, bro.
Dude. I did not perceive the 3 months, which was the serious issue. I perceived like maybe a month, which is crazy.
Yeah. Well, I'm here for you. You know,
well, cool.
I'm here to keep your perspective.
And you know, the other thing is, like, I feel like when we're in between seasons, I don't see you. And I'm like, bro, when are we coming back? I miss you, homie. And I've seen you every day for work. I mean, not physically, but you're there on my screen in my video calls, my meetings every single day, you know? So I see you all the time. And maybe that's part of the reason I didn't perceive what was happening.
You know, you might be onto something there. Yeah. You know, because like we're here in the same room right now. You know, this is not an illusion, okay? And if you think it is, that makes me mad because, you know, it's not.
Yeah, well, we used to do this every time just to prove it, right?
In the same spot. But that doesn't mean we're next door neighbors. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I drove here in rush hour traffic today. Oh, by the way, we're here. It's a new day and a new time.
That's right.
We're doing Wednesdays now, peoples. We why did we do that again?
We're doing Wednesdays because Fridays were in the middle of a work day and it just got too hectic and too crazy. Plus kid things, plus Friday, it just wasn't super working anymore. So we're gonna try this spot, I think. Please let us know if it's okay for you guys.
We're gonna take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I mean, because if Alex ends up having to drive here in rush hour traffic every time and ends up pulling his hair out, and like maybe we'll move it again. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear. The cool thing is that we can do whatever we want. All right, because it's our show. So if we feel like changing the day, changing the time, whatever, you guys are just gonna have to deal with it. Sorry. Also, shout out.
We do love you though.
We do, and shout out to the international homies. I know it's 1:30 a.m., 2:30 a.m., depending on where you are overseas. This is not a decision that we made lightly, even though I'm making it sound like we did. We definitely thought about it, and we went back and forth quite a bit. And we'll see if this makes a difference, you know, in terms of like our watch numbers live, like how many subscribers we get. We're kind of setting this lofty goal of like maybe 5K subscribers by the end of season 9.
Yeah, by season 10, or, you know.
Oh, by season 10 would be cool.
By season 10, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get to 4 by the end of the season, I'll be happy. I was like, hey, could we get 4? Skeeva's like, 5. I'm like, all right.
5 or we're out.
Yeah,
we're out.
5 or we're done. So listen, if you like this show, you better start sharing it, because if we don't have 5,000 subscribers by the end of this season, that's that. It's going to be a wrap. We're going to put a bow on it.
Or maybe by the end of season 10. I don't know. I love you guys. It would not be hard to leave, but yeah.
All right, we're not going to leave, but just like and subscribe, okay? It's not that hard, right? And if you're not signed into YouTube, what the hell are you doing?
I know, right?
Get signed in. Man. Start curating your feed.
I've never met anyone without a Google account, so I'm gonna call your bluff.
Call that bluff. But anyway, I drove over here in rush hour today, and it was like a 40-minute drive, like 40 to 45 minutes, you know, 30, and it's like 30-minute drive between our cribs on like a normal day. So all that to say, like,
or like 20 if you're me.
You can't drive to my place in 20 minutes.
Maybe like 24. I feel like I can get there pretty quick, but I go like 100 miles an hour.
28 is the 28? minimum time.
I'm gonna come over just to test this.
Come on over. Right. It sounds great. What the hell am I even talking about?
I don't know. We have no guests. Who cares?
We don't live close to each other, which is why we don't see each other often in between seasons. But now I work at Impact Reality, and you work at Impact Reality. I guess you co-founded it or something. So now we see each other.
Or Flat to VR Studios.
And that.
Yep.
Trombone Champ is coming out so soon,
dude. Right?
Like less than 2 weeks.
I know. We'll have to talk about that so I can.
We are. Yeah. All right. Listen. Before we go any further, hello. I want to say hi to our amazing community in chat, because you guys are like
the reason we're here.
Yeah, like 51% of it. Yeah. Like if we had no audience, we probably wouldn't do this. But like just a little bit of an audience gives us enough reason to do this because we enjoy it so much. But it wouldn't be what it is without y'all. And you know, this podcast, you know, is like, you know, it's kind of industry focused in a lot of ways. You know, we're industry at this point. We weren't when we started, which is like so cool.
Yeah, right.
You know, but we're industry at this point. We have a lot of industry guests on. I know.
That's pretty wild.
It is pretty wild. Yeah. But it also is community. You know, like it's like equal parts community and industry with like a sprinkling and a dash of games on top of it, you know. And I am so proud and grateful of the community that we have managed to foster here in the Between Realities spaceship. It's really, really great, and I love all of you guys. And like, I like don't Like I like actually mean that, you know? Like,
yeah, for sure.
I like legitimately love all of you guys, and it's weird, but
well, we see a lot of you when we go out to these things, and you all get hugs. Like,
yeah,
we legit
bare
love
minimum.
You. Yep,
bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a couple drinks, I'll kiss you on the lips. I don't care who you are. But I want to say hi.
Some smackers.
I want to say hi to everybody. So, you know, I saw a few people like jump right into chat, like when we like put the episode up like a couple of days ago. You know, like ClassyGrandma was in there, and I don't know. That's the only person I can.
Classy, our #1 fan. I haven't seen her here yet, but man, she every day she DMs me. She's like, "Where are you? Where are you? Are you back yet? Are you coming? What are you doing? Are you abandoning me? What's happening?" Like, Classy is the real deal.
If it wasn't for ClassyGrandma, we literally would not have a Discord. It would be vacant. It would be a black hole.
We should rename it to Between Classy.
Between Classy Grandmas. So anyway, hey everybody, Duggars K I've got as first in the live chat. It is what it is. Duggars K, what's up, man? Great to see you. Ashley Huffman, so great to see you as well. The haptics queen Haroku, just the absolute titan of the Impact Labs section of
Haroku. You're a madman.
He really
I love
is.
it. You do a great job. Thank you.
Yeah, we're lucky to have him on the squad
for sure.
Kensei Gaming, what's up, bro?
What's up, Kensei? The homie lives right down the street.
He does. I'm trying to make plans with him right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I didn't text him back though because he pissed me off.
Oh, jeez, Kensei, what'd you do, bro?
Just kidding. He didn't piss me off. But I didn't text you back, but I will eventually. Quick cosplay, so good to see you as well. I'm also making plans with Becca to play some Demio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you know, it's like every time I like connect with her, I'm like, Demio?
Yeah.
Right now. Like, should we play it? Like immediately, she's like easily, hands down, my #1 favorite Demio partner. Like her and I are like on the exact same wavelength.
Just vibing on it.
Yep. We very rarely disagree about a strategy, and we very rarely lose, which is great. Brandon VR, hey all, congrats on the season. Happy Batman season. It kind of is Batman season.
I cannot wait to talk about that.
A lot of people.
Get ready, people. There's some Batman talk coming.
Bluebell, hello everyone.
Hey.
So glad we're back.
What's up, Bluebell?
See you, Bluebell.
Man, I remember gaming with Bluebell back in the day. I feel like I haven't played anything in a while, like not for work. Miss you, Bluebell.
That's how I feel. Most of my VR time has been, but that's really been the case for like a couple of years now, which is
I know, totally
wild.
I agree.
Beat Saberita, hello dear.
Hey,
I hope you're doing well. Let's play some more games together as well. I want to play games with everybody.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, like
let's do it.
Getting things done. That's Jay. That's my home.
Jay done enjoy rain. Man. One of the some of the most beautiful people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Like
inside and out.
Yeah. Just amazing hearts, amazing people, and just such a love for the industry. I just love those guys.
Yeah, and you know, just Jay Dunn, that's the kind of dude that you want in your circle, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean, like what a friend.
Like almost more family than friend.
100%. Yeah, like,
you know,
way better of a friend than I am. Yeah. Like I'm I'm not like the best friend, you know, like I'm not the worst, you know, like I'm a good guy, but like in terms of like being a friend, like doing what friends do, like taking the time, reaching out, like making sure that connection stays strong. Like I don't know. Like,
that's Jay Dunn.
He is, and I could take a page out of your book, bro. I wish I was like better.
Same, man. Same.
More empathetic. I feel like I'm not the most empathetic person. Something I've been discovering about myself in the past couple of years. I want to be better about that. I don't know if you can. Is that something you can work? You know, like work your empathy.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they say VR is the empathy machine. So if you're not good at it by now, I guess you're hopeless.
I guess I am hopeless. Don't expect anything from me, people. You're not. I'm gonna let you down one day. That's all there is to it.
I know this guy for a while now. He's always been the homie.
You're the best dude. Thank you. Life Capture is here. Hey, Life Capture.
Hello.
Thanks for being here. And Michelle B, listening in the background. Thank you for being here as well. Patch S406. Hello, glad you're back. Well, we're glad we're back too. Having fun. Amelia Faust.
Hey, Amelia.
Well,
dropping some serious weirdness in the Discord earlier. Serious weirdness.
Yeah, some very unsettling AI imagery in our Discord. I guess Amelia is in our Discord too. She actually has been very present. So is Ninja Guy VR. He's been in our Discord
for sure.
Farmer True does a lot of self promotion in there, which frankly is fine. Like good, anything. Just like make us feel like you're
Farmer
here.
True is a good dude.
He is super.
He really
good
is.
Dude.
He's awesome.
Hey, Farmer True. if you hear this and you want to be a guest on our podcast, hit me up. But you have to hear this.
Yes.
All right? I'm not going to come and get you.
Yep.
Find this message and nobody cheat. You have to listen to my podcast, Farmer True, and if you hear it, you're on. That's funny. That's funny. Mr. Tasselhoff, man.
Dude.
What's up? Mr. Tasselhoff is also somebody who we get to work with.
Yep.
He does a lot of our like procurement of physical goods for PR boxes, all those things that you see influencers breaking open and showing off all the cool stuff.
Hard worker, awesome guy.
Yep.
Love having you, Mr. Tasselhoff.
Yep. Backsorn VR. What's up, man?
Hey.
Rated R for XR, VR, and AR.
Oh, I like that. Rated R.
Rated R.
That's actually really good.
There might be something there.
There is something there.
There might.
Can we have that?
Oh, it's ours. It's in our chat. It's in our chat.
Rated R.
Getting Things Done said, is that an Augie that I see on the set? Was that in the season? Did we put that last season? Or
yeah. As soon as we got it, I put that in there.
J-Dog, what? Come on, man. It's there, season 8. Like, are you a fan or not?
And Joy Rain up for that same award with us, sitting together with us, and we're so happy for us when we took it. And to be honest, like, I really wanted it to go to them because, like, they just came out of nowhere with this enthusiasm that is like fire, man. It's just amazing, and those guys absolutely deserve that Augie. And I would have loved if you had taken it. And I don't know. I also would have loved that. I did, however, want us to win, and I did. But there's the empathy thing.
I love you guys.
There it is.
But I love you, and shout out Joy Rain. She is also here, and that means a lot to us. Arlen's here. What's up, Arlen? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. There was a super chat from Bluebell. Is this?
Oh,
we don't have buttons? Oh my God.
No, what the heck?
Well,
what happened to the buttons?
So that's the biggest change really between this season is that
fail. I didn't test the buttons. But I didn't remove the buttons. They should absolutely work.
Well, the air horns are gone. The crickets are gone. All the fun parts of this podcast are gone.
You'd think after 3 months we'd come back bigger and stronger and better, but we come back with more broken stuff.
Smaller, weaker, and frailer. So anyway, $10 shout out Bluebell. You got the confetti. You don't even have confetti, do you? You got confetti?
Yes.
Has anybody ever even noticed this confetti?
I don't know. Ready, confetti?
Watch this.
Does it work?
And then the fan that comes out of the desk
blows it away.
That's too subtle.
And I try.
Too subtle.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be subtle. But I really try to do that every time someone super chats. I don't know. Let us know in the chat if you notice that or not. Bluebell, I think it's awesome.
Thank you for donating.
Yes, thank you.
We're probably going to be dipping into some of this money soon for some stuff. we're going to be hosting the CES after party this year.
The XR Industry After Party.
The XR Industry After Party. So the very first time it ever happened, it was a Between Realities event in Vegas.
For two times. No, was it first 2 times?
Well, yes, but the first time it was Between Realities.
Oh, and that's it. That was it.
Second time it was Impact Reality, but underneath that was Between Realities, Q2C VR Gamer, and VR with Jasmine.
Yeah.
And then third year, Between Realities takes the back seat. Impact steps up, does a full Impact event, and now Impact is like, that was really expensive. And
how many claims we get out of that?
So the Between Realities Vegas XR Industry After Party is back, and it's probably going to be expensive, and we might end up needing to dip into some of these funds for that.
Yes,
so
for sure. See what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
It's going to be rad. But that means, like, seriously, anyone in this chat, if you guys go to Vegas, these after parties, you have to be on a list. You do not get in without being on that list, and anyone here is invited to come in. So come on down.
Like,
come into Vegas.
Don't take that invitation lightly.
No, seriously.
Come to Vegas.
I'm so picky with who I let into that party. So,
yeah, but you're speaking publicly, right? Okay, whatever.
No, but these are our people. These are our people.
You're right. They are. If you're hearing this, you're our people.
Yes.
Like, who's not our people that's listening to this?
No, I know. No one.
Yeah, you're right.
No one.
All right, cool. You're invited. Come to Vegas, and there's other stuff going on there besides CES too. So, like, you can maybe bring your partner. Like, set them loose into like some shops or something, or whatever they're into, and then and then bring them to the party because we want to meet your partners. We want to meet everybody, which that has also happened quite a bit at CES. Is often where a lot of the peeps bring their partners, you know, and then like we have like spouses and girlfriends and boyfriends all and meeting each other, and then they kind of group up, and it's so much fun. So anyway, shout out Vegas, shout out Between Realities.
Vegas, right? Vegas, CES, XR after party, man. It's pretty rad.
It is.
It
rad.
really is.
And for the record, this party is the reason why I go. Like, you know, CES is cool.
Whoa,
whatever.
Mr. Tasselhoff, I'm going to Vegas. Just bought my ticket. What?
Dude.
Taz, yes, let's go.
We're gonna see Taz.
Let's go.
Y'all take a page out of Taz's book.
Right?
You can be there too.
For real. For real.
Life Capture. Have seen Alex in the Alicia Discord. Yes, you have. See? Well, I told you I'm working. I do stuff.
Yep.
You know? And it's actually kind of crazy. I just got my 3rd new title at Impact since I got hired in May or June.
This dude's moving on up.
I'm moving on up. I started as...
I think he's sleeping with the co-founder.
They definitely want to, all right? Okay, no. Like, strike that from the record, okay? MASH wants to.
There you go.
MASH wants me. We all know that. That's no secret, and that's what I'm willing to say. But I when I got hired, I started as like a community specialist was my title, and it was like Discord servers. That's like, you know, Alicia was one of the first clients that I was doing community stuff for via Discord. And then after a little while, I moved into the client lead role, which it's pretty cool. It's kind of like the project manager, I guess, of the contract. And like we have weekly meetings with the developers and talk about the project, strategize the social media,
and
strategize.
If anything goes wrong, we go beat Alex.
That's right.
Yep,
but not anymore because now I'm dipping out of client lead stuff and I am business development lead.
Yeah,
which is
so that means if anyone there can't get paid, it's this guy's fault.
Now that would be mine. and if like, you know, you're a developer and you want to work with Impact and like help us, you know, you want Impact to help with PR and marketing and stuff, I'm your guy at this point. I mean, and Eric is too. Eric Masher, of course, is, but he's moving more into the flat to VR side of stuff, and I'm stepping up into the Impact side of stuff. So it's been really awesome, man. And I've been having a ton of fun working there. It is crazy. It's super busy. It's it can be difficult to like continue to like stay on top of everything and just like deliver the highest quality possible at all times, you know. But I personally have like a really high threshold for like the quality of stuff that I want to put out, you know. And I know that every single thing that we do, every single conversation that we have at Impact with clients and you know, each piece of content that we make, that we put out, our reputation's on the line with every single thing we do. So like I'm like,
and it's not just that, we are literally there to try to, you know, make VR a thing, a household thing. We want more headsets in houses than PlayStations and Xboxes. Like, and if we're not there doing our best and we're putting out crap, then that's not going to happen. So we're here to kick arse.
Yes, we are. And you know, that can be a significant weight to that, you know, which is why a bit of why it took us 3 months to get back here, because like I don't know, like you've always kind of like pushed yourself, you know, like you've always kind of like
crazy
done, like you got like aspirations and shit. You know, like before I got into the VR space, that was not really the case for me, you know. Like I kind of like tried to just like chill as much as possible, you know. Like I'm like not trying to stress, I don't want to work too hard, like let me make as much money as possible for as little effort as possible, and like just chill and like separate work and life. And that's, I'm like still getting used to being this guy, if I'm being honest, you know, like there's so many balls to keep in the air now, you know, like I am juggling like multiple things, you know, like so many different projects that you have to keep under, and like if you don't have like organizational skills like spreadsheets and shit like that, like it is impossible to read everything. So it's
no joke.
It's no joke.
Sepp in the chat saying, "Are you guys stoned?" Man, I wish. So when we started doing Between Realities, we were high every episode. Hands down every single time. And then Alex got called out all the time because he wears it on his sleeve. But man, I just don't have time to smoke anymore.
Well, and like, you've been like, you know, you've been like more intentional with your health and stuff.
True.
Like, keep inhaling smoke all the time.
True. So I try not to smoke at all anymore, but I will do edibles. But I haven't even eaten an edible in 3-4 months maybe.
Wow.
Dude, I know.
No way.
Yeah.
But certainly you've smoked something in 3 or 4.
No.
What?
No, I haven't.
What?
I haven't gotten high on like
Why?
3 or 4.
I need to like show up and be another. I need to be a bad influence.
I know you do, dude. It's just like it's just nonstop all the time, and like I feel like it's really hard for me to stop and go, okay, I'm gonna relax now.
Yeah.
There's just no time.
So
for that.
you know what's interesting is like I pretty much still smoke weed every day, and like when I'll end my day, you know, I'll like look at my calendar, nothing else, I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, I'm cool, and like, you know, I'll smoke some weed, and if like I experience anxiety about work and stuff, you know, like I'll like start to reflect on like a conversation that I had earlier in the day, and I'm like, oh man, like, was I out of line when I said this, you know, or like, did I handle this situation properly? And like, it's interesting because like, it's almost this like change of perspective for me. And it like gets me to think about things from another angle. Yeah. And I find it beneficial. Like, while the experience of anxiety is not exactly a comfortable one, I do benefit from it because like maybe I'm forgetting about something, or maybe I'm procrastinating on something, and then I get high, and then like, I remember it, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to get this done, and like I'll like run to my computer and like jam that thing out, you know, because like I'm anxious about it now. Yeah.
No, and weed for me used to be like get high and then bang out the thing and do a really good job, ultra focus. The thing is, like in this role, I can't ultra focus. I'm shifting gears every 10 minutes, every 30 minutes. I have to like stop something, go to this, come back to that, go over here, do this, and like I just can't. Like I can't shift gears like that, like as efficiently. Yeah, you know what I mean. But anyway,
I feel you.
So no, we're not stoned.
No, we're not. But you know, we've even like we used to play around with an idea of having like nobody steal this, but we had the idea of like a weed plus VR show where like maybe like we between realities we keep separate, because like Skeeva said, like I would smoke some weed, we'd come and sit down in front of the camera, and my eyes would just be blazed, like red bleeding eyeballs, and people are like, oh my god, look at him, you know, and like I just got sick of having to answer that question every day. But we like used to talk about doing like a weed and VR show where like we would like pair a strain with a VR
to a game. What a good idea. I think someone should take that idea and go run with it, because I would watch that show. That would be
too
great.
Late for us? Like, are we like, is it like
I don't have time for that?
Well, but but what about in terms of like being a professional, you know, like is like, can we still be professionals and have like a weed smoking video game podcast?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think so too, but I just don't have time.
It crosses my mind.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I think so. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Weigh in on that in the chat, like, because, you know, like, especially like, you know, C-level executives and stuff, like they're not out there smoking weed on camera.
Really?
You know?
Well, not on camera, but they're out there smoking weed though.
For sure. Yeah, but you just have to separate like your professional, you know, persona from like your more relaxed persona. And like, you know, for me, I've always found I say this all the time, I feel, but I always find liberation in authenticity. Like I'm just liberated by all, like I don't have to think about it if I just keep it real, you know, like I don't have to like, sit here and go back and forth on whether or not I should be myself. Like, no, I should be myself. Like I should do what I want, you know, and if you don't like that, then I don't like you. Like pretty cut and dry.
No, I agree there.
You know,
be authentic.
But you know, maybe then like I'll get high and then worry about it. Like, should I not do this? Yeah. So exactly.
For sure.
Anyway, moving through the list some more.
Beyond weedalities, says Miles Dyer.
That's
Miles Dyer, the legend in the chat, and also another Impact Reality guru.
We have an amazing squad.
The Avengers.
Miles is the social media strategist at Impact Reality.
Dude.
He's also his own YouTuber. He's been doing YouTube for like 15 years.
Yeah, since he was like 2, I think.
Yeah, literally go to Miles's YouTube and filter by date and then look at his oldest stuff. Like it's so great. But he's a YouTuber. He does the PSVR Without Parole Gamecast, and we had Brian Paul on the show last season or the season before. Last season?
I don't know.
Recently we had him.
Yeah.
And Miles does that podcast with him. Super awesome dude, and a really, really great social media strategist.
And a great human.
And that.
A great human.
And a great dude.
Love you, Miles.
Yeah, legitimately, bro.
Heck yeah.
Much love, bro.
Yep.
We got Earth Witness in the chat.
Hey.
It's good to see you, Earth Witness. We've got James in the chat as well. James been riding with us for years. Good to see you.
What's up, man? How are you?
Yeah, good to see you. Oh, my dad's here, Steve Meland. What's up, Dad?
Yeah, what's up, Steve? Dude, your dad has the most epic profile picture.
It is pretty good.
It's so sick.
I know.
Yeah.
It is pretty good. And my dad has like, you know, I went out to Virginia somewhat recently, and like him and my brother and I spent some time together. And we did some walkabout mini golf, and since then, my dad's been going into walkabout mini golf without inviting me. Like he like just goes in. He's like, I'm gonna go unlock a putter today, and like just on his own volition, in his own time, goes in and unlocks a putter. He's like, oh yeah, I've got 2 more putters now. I'm like, dude, like what?
That's my favorite part of that game.
Oh yeah, for
finding all the balls and then going in and unlocking every single putter. I have them all. Every single one of them.
It's not my favorite part. I definitely prefer putting than the fox hunt, but the fox hunt, or just I like the club. Like I want the club.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I actually prefer the fox hunt even over the actual game. I just do. I don't know. I just like objective based things. I like going, and it's more of a, I don't know, like a video game, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because walkabout is like legit mini golf.
It's all means to an end for me, dude. Like I'm like, get me these balls as fast as possible. Like let me find these yesterday, you know, like I'll like try to get them quickly to get that out of the way so I can get my putter in my hand and I can be back on the course. But it's cool to watch him, like, you know, enjoying VR in his own time. Like not just as a means to like connect with me, but like he's enjoying it. And, you know, I think that he is an example of a lot of like the, I don't know, I guess older generation of non-gamers who have discovered virtual reality and love it. It's really cool.
King of Cringe in there saying notice me or notice me senpai. I don't know what senpai.
King Cringe. Senpai.
King of
you
Cringe.
Don't know what senpai means?
No, what's senpai mean?
It's like the Japanese word for like your idol. You know, but it's like the name that you're giving.
Oh, gotcha.
Them. You know, it's not. Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's like, because I'm pretty sure idol is a different word, but like senpai, and it might be male, like a male idol, someone who you like are into. Maybe you idolize. Yeah, you like wish you were as cool as them, or maybe you're a girl who, you know, wants to date them.
Well,
or
cool.
whatever.
Well, what's up, King of Cringe?
We noticed you. Butters VR Gaming is in the house.
Hey.
Butters something. Nanotopia. Hey, I was just gonna mention because of Amelia Faust that we saw Amelia in Nanotopia's mycelium themed virtual movie experience.
Nanotopia blew my mind. It blew my mind. I'm not like, man, it was so amazing.
It was really cool.
People, if you can do, like, go get it. This is one of those like almost meta movie type things where you get a ticket. There's real life actors. They're putting on a show for you. But with this, you can have a whole lot of people in there. It's not just one hero, right? You can get a ton of people in there, and oh my God, it is so freaking good. Like, go do this. You just trust me and then come back and thank me later. Yeah.
Especially if you've messed around with mushrooms in the past.
Oh yeah.
Because then a lot of that is going to connect.
That's true.
I can imagine if you've never messed with mushrooms that like you'd be like, okay, you know,
yeah,
like,
I guess. But even so, I feel like it's just so beautiful. And you know, and you're really kind of discovering like this entire world of fungus that like travels beneath the, you know, the floor of the forests, and it's how trees communicate and how the forest communicates and how everything stays alive, and it's just all unity and oneness, and just it's so killer,
dude.
It's so killer.
And like real talk, the mycelium network truly is like absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
like
it's like the brain of Earth,
literally.
Yeah.
Like, and like information gets passed around through it. It's like, it is insane. There's a couple of like documentaries out there that like are about mushrooms, and not necessarily like magic mushrooms or, you know, psilocybin, but like just like the mycelium network and like the mushroom, the entity that is mushroomness. All of this stuff is incredibly interesting.
Okay, senpai is a trainer and not the sensei. Gotcha. Thank you.
Oh, I see.
Cool.
Okay, right on. Well, yeah, I
holy cow,
spoke confidently about something I know nothing about.
I see. Tribe Grey Wolf. Ow! What's up, Tribe? How's it going, buddy? Good to see you.
MickeyBerr is here.
Hey, what's up, Mickey?
Mickey, I think you should come to Vegas, bro.
Dude, right? He was there. Was it last year?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mickey, for a while there, Mickey did like a year where he came to like a whole bunch of the things.
And it was
and it was awesome, and we hung out and we really bonded, and Mickey's awesome. And then he was like, I don't like those guys anymore. And he just never came back. I'm just kidding. Love you, Mickey.
Chromasnare, season 9 already? Bro, you're telling me. Like, you know, we'll kind of do some reminiscing if we ever get to it at some point. But it is crazy that this is the 9th season of this show.
That it is.
Awesome Tatum says parties are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
And as long as what is done in Vegas stays in Vegas.
This is true.
It will.
Yep.
It will. Don't you worry about that.
There's a Zim Talk sighting in the house.
Nice.
What's up, Zim? How's it going? Got to see Zim again at Meta Connect. Yeah, which happened while we were away.
It did.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. We also went to Gamescom in Germany.
Yep.
Is that it?
I think those were the two like conventions. But man, wasn't Connect sick?
It was.
It was so sick.
Yep. That was a really good time. It's such a good group, and especially at that Resolution Games party.
Oh, like, dude, yeah, that was great.
Everywhere I looked, like I was just like trying to pick my jaw up off the floor because like so many amazing people were there.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to be out there rubbing elbows with all these people. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is great.
John Westra dropped us $20, dude. He said, "Buy yourself a pure Michigan microbrew." Dude,
thanks, dude.
Thanks, man.
Heck yeah.
$20. That will help. I'm gonna spend $20 on a single beer from Michigan. Maybe from well, what is that Bell's Brewery? What do you know about Bell's Brewery, John Westra? You like Oberon? That's a Michigan.
I know none of these things you speak of.
Well, if you knew about Oberon, you'd probably even like it. You know, it's kind of like a Blue Moon style beer, but from microbrewery in Michigan.
Yeah.
And it's a seasonal, so they only like make it during the summer, and every time it like comes back onto the shelves, everybody goes and buys it.
Nice.
It's a Michigan.
I definitely like that like orange flavor beer. So yeah.
Yep.
That'd be great.
Yep. You would like it. All right. Well, I appreciate you like attacking this chat from the bottom while I was trying to get us caught up. I feel like feel like we're mostly getting there now. We've got Ralph Reed, who loves Walkabout Mini Golf.
Awesome.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, as does frankly everyone.
Phenomenal game.
Bluebell said, "Alex, you're funny as hell when you're drunk." Bluebell, when have you seen me drunk?
When has Bluebell seen you drunk?
That does not sound like a thing that you have exposure to, but I guess maybe you do.
Is that a thing?
I don't drink, so that sounds impossible.
Yeah.
Jammy Rex, what's up, man? Good to see you, Jammy Rex.
What's up, Jammy?
Oh yeah, and you said what is that? Lag SE? Is that how you pronounce that? What's up, Lag? Good to see you.
Sure, that'll do. And Mepper, what up, Mepper?
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Mrs. Grey Wolf said she's wearing the same shirt today.
No way.
Shout out Toast Interactive. Yeah. Shout out Max Mustard. Our hearts are with Toast Interactive in the wake of their 20-person layoff at the company.
Oh,
that's brutal.
Man, I know, man.
It is brutal.
That stinks because Max Mustard is a phenomenal game, and since we have been away, it's come out on PSVR 2, and it's come out on Steam VR, and wow. Is it really good on both? Like, especially like Steam, you crank everything up to the max and you just have a great computer. And I mean, the frame rate is insane. It's beautiful. I mean, that game is just awesome. No matter what platform you play it on, it's awesome. But it's great that it's on everything now.
I really want to play it on PlayStation. I haven't fired up my... Dude, the only thing I am willing to set up my PSVR for is...
I mean, for me it would be Synapse, but for you it's probably Gran Turismo.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like almost any time I have somebody over in my crib who like is not typically in VR, I'm like, hey, want to play Gran Turismo?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I've been putting people in it, dude.
Now it's Batman for me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. See, it makes me nervous. Putting anyone in a driving game makes me nervous that I'm going to turn them off for motion sickness.
You know. It's a comfortable game, dude.
Yeah.
Like even
as far as driving games go.
Yeah, it is comfortable. Like if and the thing is it's so comfortable that then we like start taking turns and we'll each do like 3-4 races in a row and then the homie starts not feeling good. You know, it's like after the third or fourth race, you know, but like that first race, like I've put like some relative noobs into Turismo 7 and like had pretty positive results. I mean, because I have the wheel and pedals, and I also used the shifter for the first time when my buddy Nate was over last week, because he drives a manual car, and he was like, "What are you doing?" Like, no. You're driving a manual. And I was like, and I was really intimidated by it, but it feels so damn good.
Yeah.
It feels so good.
Yeah, and it's more challenging, but you have so much more control of the car.
You know, that's true. Yeah, because you can like downshift and like, and he was like, and there's so much more strategy too, because he's like, okay, for these types of turns, you want to be in like second gear, you know, like for these types of turns, you can stay in third. And I'm like, oh wow, like
you're laying off the brake a little more, using your clutch a little more.
Yeah, and you can like power your way. Like this is something that you don't do in automatic cars. And I'm like learning this by playing Gran Turismo, but like taking certain turns, you can like stay on the gas, but like limit the speed, you know? So you can like still push your engine like kind of hard, but like going, you know, 40 to 50 miles an hour around turns and stuff like that. And then drop back into a lower gear after you straighten out and take off. And holy shit, that game is so awesome.
It is great.
Yep.
It is. I don't have a trailer for this, and it's been bugging me. I haven't been showing anything.
That's whatever. We'll get the screen back up and running, you know. Once we have guests on, it's all normal.
For sure.
Salvador's here. What's up, Salvador? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in and being a part of our season 9 kickoff, which has been really fun. This is great. This is like.
Let's see. Does this still work? I'm gonna see. Does this? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. I can still pull it off YouTube.
Nice.
Cool. So Gran Turismo.
There it is. Gran Turismo. Thanks. Thanks. And Howard 702 is here. That's the Howard Hour Live. That's my homie. He does a show in Horizon Worlds that I was a guest on called the Howard Hour Live. If you just can't get enough Alex VR,
dude. What a good dude.
Go check that out.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a really good
Howard's
dude.
Cool.
Yeah. We've been having some fun together at conferences lately. He was at AWE where we met, and then he was out there at MetaConnect, and we were running around and grabbing food. And
man, MetaConnect, dude, what a beautiful campus Meta has. Like, and that's just one of a million, right? But wow, I heard it was designed by the Imagineers.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah, you go in any building that serves food and just get what you want. There's like something for every allergen type. There's, you know, there was lots for me to eat. I actually gained weight there, which I don't usually do when I travel. So
really?
Yeah.
I feel like when you, I mean, well, yeah, it's because you're like opportunities for eating are limited. Like you eat like in the morning and at night, you know, like
but a lot of times too, like I'll just go where people are going and there's no plant-based options there for me that I can have. So sometimes I end up with a salad or something or some fries. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then I do go to somewhere I can eat, and I eat a lot.
Yeah. Well, you know, I feel like I've eaten at more dumb vegan restaurants than I care to count at this point. So I think we're accommodating you just fine.
You are. No complaints.
Although I will say we ate at a vegan sushi place in where was that? Was in
San Francisco, I think.
Yeah, or San
that
whatever.
Was good.
It was at MetaConnect, and it was really good.
That was really good.
Yeah, I mean, I love sushi. I eat real sushi all the time, and I was like, dang, this vegan sushi is actually pretty awesome.
It was. I was really surprised, to be honest with you. It was really, really good.
Yep. Haruki's like, wait, Skeeva's vegan? Bro, how do you know this guy and not know that?
I don't usually talk about what I eat. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you know, Haruki, if you showed up at one of these events that we go to,
I know,
you'd
right?
be forced to eat at a vegan restaurant.
This is true.
You would know.
Yep.
So, you know, do that. So all right, cool. I think we can like shift gears a little bit here.
Awesome.
Vegan sushi, how? It's fish. Well, like their rolls. Yeah. You know,
their rolls. There's there's veggies in there and avocado and like
sauce.
Fake cream cheese and the sauce and like exactly.
He's not in your face vegan. That's true. You're not in
I'm
your
not.
face vegan.
I don't care what people eat, and like I really don't care. I'll sit there while you eat a steak. I'm not that guy. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't bother me.
Tribe Grey Wolf says, what are your Thanksgiving plans? We don't have any family near us. Yo, don't tease me.
Oh.
Don't tease me, because I'm pretty sure that like I don't really have any Thanksgiving plans either.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to my mom's. You're welcome to pop by my place. Come hang out with Alex. Like, dude, you are always always welcome.
If you guys end up in Arizona for Thanksgiving, we're hanging out. Period. So you can, I mean, honestly, if you might want to take advantage of this opportunity. If you just got an invite to go to Skeeva's mom's house for Thanksgiving dinner, you might want to take that. But
there you go.
You know, anyway, you're welcome out here. So come on out. Friendsgiving, Kensei's here too. Yo, you guys, like, don't get me excited.
Heck yeah.
Don't get
Friendsgiving.
Cool. So, yeah, man, it's been some time. that we've been doing this, you know, and it's kind of interesting. I was actually on a call with Crystal from Behaptics yesterday, and Behaptics just announced a new line of haptic devices, some new vests, and an upgrade to their Tactosi arms devices.
They did.
And it looks pretty awesome. You know, really cool. And I'm like, holy crap, new vests from Behaptics. Like, whoa. And I was talking to Crystal, and she's like, yeah, you know, we announced the X40 and the X16 4 years ago. So these are our new products. And I was thinking to myself, like, dude, I worked at Behaptics when the X40 and the X16 came out.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in VR industry pro for over 4 years now. Like, that's just insane to me.
Yeah, right on.
Like, how did 4 years go by?
Who knows, man? Time's a joke. It really is.
It is hilarious, dude. And like, and, you know, like we touch on this like basically every other episode, but like, I really do think that we're like awake in a dream right now. I really do think that like we're manifesting in a lot of ways the experience that we're having.
Oh yeah,
and
100%.
You know, the reality that you want to be in is it's really like, I don't know, in my experience so far, it's really been about like matching the frequency of that reality. Like you like set the intention, you like tell yourself what you're going to be doing, and you start taking action. And then you blink, and then you've been in the space for 4 years, and like you're on season 9 of your podcast, and like, you know, like things are,
you just go get it, period.
Yeah, you just do it. And
you just
like,
do it.
But to your point, like time is not real. It's this like non-linear, hilarious joke experience that we're all kind of agreeing we're having. But it doesn't feel like 4 years have gone by. Is the point, you know? So like, if you just take action today to like start to take one step closer to the thing that you want in your life, you will blink, and 4 years will go by, and you will have that thing. But the most important aspect of it is while you are doing this, while you are taking those steps, you have to be pure of intention. Like if you're not focusing on an intention that's pure, then I don't think you're going to be able to get there. You know, like you have to like focus on the things that matter. You have to like do it for the right reasons. It has to resonate. You have to not be a dick. And before you know it,
well, too many people are just like, what do you want to do? I just want to go make money. Well, that's not an intention. I mean, you can go make money doing whatever, but like that's not like, what do you want to do? Like, really, what do you want to do? What kind of impact do you want to make on the planet? Like, what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? What do you love? What is your passion? Go do that, and then the other stuff will come. Apparently, so they tell me.
Well, so they tell me. Whatever, you're there, right? I mean, it's coming. It's coming because I'm also manifesting zeros.
Oh yeah.
I want to see some.
But that cannot be the main thing, or you will probably end up miserable working in something you don't care about, just trying to earn a paycheck, and that's no fun. Like, go do something that matters to you.
So here's the hard part, I think, for a lot of people is being honest with yourself about what that is.
Yeah, true.
Like, so many people, they actually do have a passion. They do have a thing in their brain that makes them more excited than anything else. But when they think about like what they can be involved in, like hobbies they can have, or like potential careers that they can be in, they exclude it. And I'm saying this from experience, you know, like sometimes I tell the story about like when I joined middle school band, and everyone's like, all right, what instrument do you want to play? And I wanted to play drums. I was like, oh my God, drums, duh, easy. That's the only answer. And that's the only answer anybody would ever have to this question. And I assumed that everybody else that was joining this band wanted exactly what I wanted and like were me. So I like talked myself out of it and like went into a place that I felt I would like, you know, where like we need it, you know, like fill a role that, because I'm just assuming there's going to be 50 drummers, you know. But there weren't, you know, like I would have been an amazing drummer in the middle school band. I should have signed up for the drums. I should have been honest with myself about what would have made me the happiest and allowed myself to like give myself permission to go and do that thing, you know? So like, be honest with yourself out there. And like, because just because you're watching this VR podcast doesn't mean that being involved in the VR industry is that thing for you. Right. You know, it was for us, but like maybe it's something else for you. And if you can just really be honest with yourself about it, like what actually do you love? Like truly. And then set that as your intention. I think that is a really difficult obstacle for people to get over, because it was difficult for me to get over for a really long time.
It was. Beautiful quote there by John Westra.
He says, manifest the unique and unrepeatable miracle of who you are. The universe will reward your commitment to the truth of your existence. Bam.
Dude, dropping the mic in chat right there.
That is a mic drop move for sure. So that is definitely it.
The next one, as a kid, I wanted to be a Jedi Knight.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
That, but that could have, whatever. Like, I feel like, it's funny because when I did martial arts, like I did a couple of years of like really intense kung fu practice, my teacher talked about Star Wars all the time. Like there's so many parallels between like the Jedi and the Force to like, the martial arts practice and like chi and all of that stuff. And there's like a 100%. Million parallels there. And like
the Force is pretty much chi energy.
Yeah, exactly. So, Arlen, maybe you should go take kung fu and become a Jedi, because that's what you do.
Do it.
Virtual Steve just dropped in. He said, hey, everyone, I'm late. Love the new time for the show. Thank you for that feedback.
Thanks for coming, Steve.
And everybody, like in the comments after this, let us know what you think of the new day and time. Like, be honest with us. If you hate it, that's cool. Like, we're not going to take it super personally. I expect some people to hate it.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
If you wanted to see the show live and now you can't, like, no, you're not going to like that. But we'd like to know.
Yeah, for real.
Jaden, JJ, Mike dropped. What's up, dude?
Hey,
Great to see you, Jaden. Thanks for tuning in. So anyway, Behaptics products.
Yes,
they're new.
Behaptics.
It's cool. Flat to VR is basically committed to incorporating Behaptics integrations into all of the Flat to VR ports, which is really awesome. Trombone Champ included. Because immersion indeed. Trombone Champ is included in that. It won't be in the launch build, but we're targeting the first build of Trombone Champ to have the Behaptics integration.
Fingers crossed. We're doing our best there for sure. There's a lot that goes into making games.
Yes,
I'm sure you all know that, but there's a lot. So
for sure, especially when you're like making a 4VR from scratch. Like it's an interesting. Flat to VR is so unique, because we're working with existing code to like turn it into a VR game. And I say I really mean the talented, incredible developers on the Flat to VR team. My contributions there are, on the side of like social media content and like copy and captions and like, talking about the game. I don't know if anybody knew this, but I am at the current moment the best Trombone Champ unflattened player in the world.
You're pretty good, bro.
In the world.
Yes.
There is no one on the planet who has set higher scores in Trombone Champ unflattened than yours truly. Including Tom Plays VR, and I saw LS Toast on the list, and he didn't have higher scores than me. So I am going to enjoy this very much until the game comes out on November 26th, on which in a few hours' time, I will be dethroned by some 10-year-old.
I'm sure. Yeah. And I want to say, Heroku's in the chat now saying Behaptics for RoboQuest VR. Bro, yes, that's going to be super sick. And let me just tell you, okay? So obviously I work with Flat to VR Studios, and I have gotten to play a lot of our RoboQuest VR build. And oh my God, this game is so good. This is one of those games that I go into and I can't put it down, and I'm in there for hours. This game is ridiculous, and I cannot wait to get this game out there, because it is gonna, it's just so much fun. It's so much fun. And this with Behaptics, we don't have a Behaptics build right now, but it's gonna be awesome.
I mean, first person shooters are just like the best for Behaptics.
Have you played this at all?
I have not even. I haven't even started it.
Oh man, it is so good, guys. I cannot wait. See, I love being a part of the studio because I can break NDA.
Right. I was like, all right, when's it coming out? Tell us more.
This game's good. Get hyped. Get hyped.
Get hyped.
Yep.
There's a lot of cool stuff happening, and also, just between us, buy Trombone Champ on November 26th.
Oh, dude.
Buy it.
Absolutely.
Like it's you know, like I think it's going to be good. Like I think people are going to buy it.
Well, you've played it. I know if it's good.
And I played it I played early builds and fell in love with it immediately, and had nothing to do with my affiliation with the company or anything. I don't even know if I was affiliated when I first played it, other than being friends with everybody. Yeah. But it is like legitimately one of the best games I've played in VR ever. Like I love it. It is so much fun. And this is the very first Flat to VR Studios game, and like I expect that it's going to be popular. I expect that people are going to buy it, but between us, like people need to buy this. Like we need this first game to crush. Like we need this game to be popular, and we need this to be successful, so that way we can turn around and like make sure that Flat to VR continues to put out amazing games.
Oh yeah. I mean, so it's obviously, here's how this works. If people buy this game, it funds the rest of the games.
Right.
So even if Trombone Champ just doesn't call to you, first of all, you're going to play it and you're going to love it. I promise, because it's that good. It is way better than you might see like looking at this flat screen version of this. That's the way it is with every VR game. Like you can't really judge a VR game by its flat screen presence, right? This game is phenomenal. It's insanely polished. It feels amazing. And all of the team at Flat to VR Studios are counting on some people buying this to be able to hit those other titles that we've already announced that we're already working on, so we run out of funding, right? But this game should, like I feel like a lot of people at Gamescom nailed this. They were like, I don't know, Trombone Champ, sure, I'll try it. And then they play it and they're like, oh my God, I did not know I was going to love this game. And like everyone that's gone in there has absolutely loved this game, and it is really, really good.
It's had a chokehold on me for 5 months. You know, like I continue to play, and recently I've started doing custom songs. Trombone Champ Unflattened will support custom songs out of the box.
Out of the box.
So all you have to do is drag the files onto your Quest, and bam, like now I'm playing like Toxicity and like Bodies by Drowning Pool and stuff like that.
Dude, I know. It really is cool. It's cool that like. It's cool when like the studio actually supports the modding. You know what I mean? Because Flat to VR, like we're born from modders,
right?
You know, how could we not just allow people to do what they want in this game and make the content they want? And there's so much stuff already out there, because everything from Trombone Champ flat version works in here. Like you can import any of the songs out of the box; they all work.
Yep.
So go get it.
Yep, you can call us shills. You can call us shills if you want, but I'm telling you, this game is great.
Like, I mean, look, we are making these games like we play games. We are gamers. We're not going to go out there and intentionally make garbage. Do you know what I mean? Like we really are making fun stuff. You know, maybe this isn't like Gran Turismo or like, you know, like Grand Theft Auto or something, right? Like we're working towards like titles that, you know, everyone is going to want to see. But like, man, I feel like a lot of people do want to see Trombone Champ, but trust me, play this game.
Yep.
Just play the game. It's really, really good. And you can pre-order it if you'd like.
Pre-order it, and you get you'll get an exclusive
you get
trombone.
Yeah, you get the bass fish trombone, which is pretty funny. Oh yeah, all the trombones too. They all do crazy things. It's like a trombone with a cat where you can like pull on its legs, and it makes these horrendous cat noises when you play it.
I turn off a lot of the trombones have custom sounds. So like there's a plunger one that's like sounds like a plunger and stuff like that. I turn all of the custom songs.
And we have lots of options, but you are doing it for competition. You are competitive. You want to beat everyone on our team. But a lot of people are just going to laugh and play and pass this headset around and laugh when their friends are playing and like just have a good time without competing. But you can play it either way.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Competitively or not. When you beat your friend's score, people are going to get a notification through their MetaQuest app that their score was beaten, and to get in there and get good.
I wonder what that feels like, you know?
You wonder what it feels like
to get one of those notifications. Yeah,
I'm sure Jasmine's taken some things away from you for a minute.
I mean, okay, yes,
for like a minute, and then you're like,
when I was setting all my scores, yes, there was a little bit of back and forth, but now nobody's been able to touch anything for a month or two. Yeah, like my scores.
Did you hear that, people? Buy this game just to knock Alex off his throne.
And I am doing everything I can to keep those scores to go live on this on launch day. Like, I hope they don't wipe the leaderboards, because like some of those scores, like I don't know if I'll get them again. You know, like they're really good. So anyway, enough on Trombone Champ for now. Spoiler alert: we're gonna have Elliot Tate on at some point during the season. He is the like the main dude behind Flat to VR Studios.
And Flat to VR, like he was, you know, he started the whole revolution of the whole modding community, and really like kind of took this thing to where it is today.
Modded Beat Saber.
Yeah.
Like legitimately a part of the team that modded custom songs into Beat Saber. Like that's like VR history. Yeah. You know?
The dude's done some amazing things, and he's a good guy, man. He's part of he's now, you know, a partner at Flat to VR and Impact Reality, and he's super smart, super nice guy, very talented, you know, legit elite hacksaw, you know. Really good dude.
Yeah, I saw a picture of the two of you guys wearing tuxedos earlier in this week being shared from the AIXR account. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Dude, 3 weeks until the VR Awards.
Oh, that was like 2. Oh, I guess it's 3
weeks.
Wow. I guess we leave probably for Netherlands in 2 weeks.
Yeah, or 2.5, like less than 3.
Sweet.
But more than 2.
Heck yeah, man.
And
I'm
that's
excited.
Super dope. I mean, I love going to the Netherlands.
Yeah,
this will
me too.
Be the 3rd time going.
Amsterdam, Rotterdam, like, oh man, amazing places.
Super fun.
Really.
Yep. I will be hosting the show again this year. Yep.
All right.
Boom. Back up.
This time you better call our name, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm coming for you.
And the winner is me. I know, I'm really excited to host the show again. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to try to step it up. I'm going to try to do even better than I did last year. And afterwards, my wife is coming with me this year.
Oh, no way. Yep. Cool. Yep. All right.
And
awesome.
We are going to bounce over to France after the VR Awards.
Sick.
And hang out in Paris for a few days.
Oh, cool.
And go to Disneyland Paris.
Oh, awesome. Right on, man. That'll be great.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
It's going to be.
You're going to go get a croissant too, I hope? No?
Every hour.
Every hour.
One hour.
A wheel of cheese and a croissant.
I mean, apparently, like, eating gluten in Europe is not the same as eating gluten in the States.
No. I know someone that is gluten-free, and it destroys them here. They cannot do it. It's a legit allergy. They go to Europe, no problems at all. No problems.
There it is.
It's weird.
Yep. Tribe says he wants to go. It all costs too much, bro. I feel you.
I feel you, man. That is not cheap. It is not cheap.
This year will be kind of cool. It's going to be a little different than previous years. They what is it? Reserved an entire cruise ship, the SS Rotterdam, for this show, and it has like rooms in it. You know, it's like people are staying on the boat, like partying.
I didn't know you get a room on the boat.
You can get a room on the boat, dude.
Oh, dang it! Oh man. Well, but actually, the boat is docked.
Yes.
So who wants to stay in a cruise ship room? Have you ever been in a room in a cruise ship?
No.
Dude, it's probably not where you want to be.
I'm going to be.
It's really little. It's really little. I remember last time I was in a cruise ship, like I could not, and granted, I'm a bigger guy. I could not fit in the shower. I was like one half of me in the shower, and then I had to flip and do the other half. But I ended up going, for real, if I wanted to use the shower in my room. But I did end up finding a regular size shower at the pool area. So I just went to the pool area every single time. But dude, cruise ships, everything on a cruise ship is so little.
Listen, I'm staying on this cruise ship.
No, we'll do it. You should, because like the whole experience, right? The whole experience. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
It's going to be
pretty
fun.
Stoked to go though.
And I'm really excited too, because in previous years, there's dinner. And like you have dinner, and then like everyone gets up and moves from the dining room into the auditorium where the show takes place. And there's like this kind of big energetic disconnect that happens. And like the first year I went, I tried to bring a bottle of wine with me into the auditorium, and they're like, no, you can't bring that. So like there's no drinks or anything in there. This year, where dinner happens, it's kind of like the Oscars is going to be where the show happens too. So like everyone's going to have dinner at their tables, and then we'll all turn, and then I'm going to come walking out on that stage, and I'm going to be giving out awards all night long.
Hell yeah, man.
So there will be
epic.
Still drinks on the table, you know, vibes. I think it's going to be great.
Yep. Awesome, Tatum. Just going to call out his comment. We're going to need a bigger boat.
Skeeva's coming. The SS Rotterdam's not enough. And Brandon VR saying not wearing my Beat Saber sweater that never came. It did come. I have the Beat Saber sweater.
You do?
I finally acquired it.
After years of trying to
searching.
get that thing.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep. Shout out
Heck
Matt
yeah.
from the Golf Plus team.
Wow.
It's not Christmas yet, so I haven't like busted it out, and like taken photos.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna have to do like a whole photo shoot. I might have to go to like a Sears or a JCPenney or wherever they do those like department store photos, like get a bunch of them taken. You know? But anyway, yeah, Matt from the Golf Plus team hooked it up. He sent me the sweater.
Sick, man. That is awesome.
As soon as we hit December, bro, like every episode of Between Realities for the entirety of December in that sweater. That's it. I'm gonna be living in that thing for the holidays.
I bet you are.
I actually have a really good Mario sweater too, like a Nintendo one that I got at the store last year.
Did I see that?
I think so.
I think
I'll wear that also because I'm a huge Nintendo fan. If y'all didn't know that.
Nintendo.
Oh yeah, Tribe says he'll take my photos, bro. Okay, come on out for Thanksgiving and we'll do a photo shoot, and we can even do it in front of a green screen, so you can give me like the JCPenney or the Sears back. I don't think they didn't do a JCPenney. I think it was just Sears, but like background, maybe like airbrush everything, make it from the 80s.
Those super cheesy 80s portraits.
Like,
Heck yeah, man.
Like a faded version of like my face up in the top portion, like me like with my hands clasped in the bottom.
Man.
Yeah, I think I can see it.
So I want to make sure that we get to some Batman talk here.
Please.
Because we only have about 23 minutes or so, and I do have to be on time. But who here, please in chat, tell me if you have not played Batman yet. Because this, I think, was my dream game.
Really?
Like, I mean, like Half-Life Alex, because I was always the biggest Half-Life fan. But right next to it, man, is Batman Arkham Shadow. Like, I played all of the Arkham games. I loved these games. They were those games that I always tried to 100%. Do you know what I mean? Like, and this game feels unbelievable. I am like, I've gone through this game and then like almost cried when it ended because I didn't want it to be over. Wow. And then I am trying to 100% find every little challenge, go through like painstakingly, like find all the little hidden trinkets. This game, what in the world did these people do? Camouflage came in and absolutely crushed this on a mobile headset, and it almost looks like PC VR. Like, I can't figure out what wizardry went behind this. But I mean, they did Iron Man, and Iron Man was good. It was really good. Was it Arkham Shadow good? Yeah. No, it was not. What in the world did these people do?
It's awesome. It's the quality is what's the word, it's impossible,
bar none.
Yeah, it's like fantastic.
It's absolutely phenomenal. Like the way, so I couldn't, like, I was going through as this game was going to be released. I was going through and I was really trying to figure out, like, how are these people going to nail the Arkham like style of fighting? Because it is not, it's like the Spider-Man games. It's very, very similar with the way that you fight and you parry and you counter and you do all of these things. And like, I couldn't figure out how they were going to do this. And man, I can't believe they pulled it off. And it feels amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like,
so
blown away.
There's when it comes to the combat, I think I've figured it out. Like, I think I've figured out like why it's so good. And like, in Ryan Payton even talks to this in like some of his like promo, like marketing interviews and stuff. But he, talks about how when you are in combat as Batman, you don't like move across the room, you punch across the room.
Yes.
And it's this combination of movement with another action that has created that seamless feel. That type of mechanic exists in another game that I was actually talking with. I got to be on Virtual Strangers recently, but
sick.
Yeah, which was really cool. Shout out Wes and Eric. They invited me to do Virtual Strangers with them a couple weeks ago, and it was really fun. And we talked about Batman, and we also talked about Vendetta Forever, which that's End Dreams, right?
Oh yeah.
Vendetta Forever.
Yep.
There's a similar thing in that.
I love that game. Yeah,
but
I've played a lot of that.
The reason why I like it is the same reason why I like the combat in Batman, where it's another action that's combined with your movement mechanic. Like when you grab the weapon, you move to that spot, and like that's such a good thing in VR.
Yeah,
it helps us get to where we're trying. Like it like follows our intention without creating like an extra input that we need, and it is just miraculous. So
I agree.
Yeah, I really think that that's where the secret sauce is with the combat.
Yeah. I mean, the combat is phenomenal. The bat gadgets are phenomenal. The exploring, the story stuff. I mean, like, just the fact that, like, you don't have full body tracking in this, but the fact that you can, like, kick people in the face, you can, like, grab them by the shoulders and smash their head down into your knees. Like, all of these things, you can get on the floor and just pummel someone's face, like, as Batman. I mean,
if you have time.
If you have time.
That's the thing.
Oh, you have time because you got all these other people coming
after you. Yep. So you have to like choose. You have to know when you have enough time to like get that like barrage of punches in before you have to move to the next enemy.
Yeah. I mean, it all just feels so perfect and so good. All of the story arc stuff is just amazing. You know, do I wish you could be in the Batmobile? Sure, of course I do.
Well,
but like,
why did I not even think of that?
Oh, I mean, so it was Arkham City. We get to like really like cruise around the Batmobile and do all kinds of missions in the Batmobile, and that was great. But man, this game, I can't get over it. I feel like this is a new bar. Like people aren't obviously going to just be able to hit this bar. Do you know what I mean? Like this took years and years and years of intense work by a decent sized studio that got bought and funded by Meta. Okay, so like this isn't something an indie dev is going to be able to pull off very easily. But like I feel like this shows what a mobile headset is capable of. Like if we had all games like this, forget it, man. Like there would be no. Like the Quest would just dominate everything, and this, man, I just can't get over this game. Yeah. Like I am in love with this game. Yeah, legit.
It's really good, dude. And like like I like Batman, okay, but I wouldn't call myself a Batman fan. Like I don't have like a Batman. I have no Batman merch. You know what I mean? Like I don't have nothing. Like I don't own anything Batman, but I like it. You know, it's cool. When I was younger, I probably liked it more. Like when I was a kid. But all this to say that like. Batman, like I understand who Batman is and like what he's about and all of that, but like it really does always kind of just feel like you're busting the heads of bad guys. Like when I'm like imagining who he is, he's like, oh, well, like he like swoops down, he's like, you know, an Avenger, and like he takes the law into his own hands, and you know, he's like he has like a moral compass too, you know, like all this stuff is great. But the detective mode in this game, like this is the first time in any video game ever that they like almost like gave me the intelligence of the character that I'm playing as, you know, like in a way that like I was actually very much interested in, you know, like so often when I play games, it just boils down to the mechanics for me. And like if there's a cool story, that's also awesome. It's kind of similar with music. Like to me, vocals are not necessary for like an amazing song, but like if they're there and they're good, then I appreciate them, you know? So that's kind of the way it is with stories for me in terms of video games in general, and definitely in VR games. So often I just like kind of brush it off, but when I started getting into like the detective stuff in Batman, it really gave me like a look into Batman's head. Like you're like, what is he thinking about as he's like he's a detective, you know? And like I never really realized how much of a detective Batman actually is until I played this, and like he's like he knows stuff, you know, like he's really smart. Like he knows about like, you know, like in one of the first scenes, there's like a chemical in the air that he can smell, and he like can identify what that is. And you're like hear the inner monologue of his thoughts as he's like kind of piecing together all the clues that are in the room. And it made me feel like a detective, like, in a way that was frictionless for me, and still made me I don't know, almost like take some ownership of the perspective, if that makes any sense. So I was really taken aback by the whole detective thing, and like I feel like I understand Batman so much more now, just after like even within like the first hour of playing that game. I felt like I understood Batman so much more.
And the detective mode serves multiple purposes too, right? So obviously you're solving crimes, you're setting up perimeters, you're finding clues to the different things in the story that you have to understand to be able to like find out who's doing these things. But also you're using this detective mode to see enemies through walls, to see if they're carrying weapons that could do more damage to you, and then you're using a stealth aspect combined with the detective mode to really be able to like take this whole thing to another level, right? So you can you can like swing around and you know, on these little ledges off of different buildings, and then you can like hang upside down from these things and then grab people and pull them up and hang them there and just take out people really quietly. You can sneak up behind people and you can grab them by the throat, you know what I mean, and like and just choke them out like really silently. And you can do all of these really cool moves, and it all just kind of seamlessly flows together, right? Like you have this full skill tree, which I love in games. I love skill trees. It keeps the game fresh for me, being able to constantly add new abilities and things to all the different parts of my character, from the weapons to all of the different skills and the things that you can physically do, to like to, you know, your armor and your gadgets and like all of these different things that keep the game fresh this way. And so throughout the game, you're constantly leveling up your suit and your weapons and all of the things, and the game doesn't ever really feel stale. But they also have this great arc with you know, the enemies getting harder and harder and harder as you go through the game, and now they're carrying shields, and now they're carrying stun batons, and now they're shooting machine guns at you, and now they have this giant armor, and you can't just like throw them around like you can the regular enemies. And you know, so all of the things combined, in my opinion, just make this such a masterpiece. On top of it being Batman, on top of it being an Arkham game, yeah, right, on top of it being like a mobile game, I do not need to connect this to my computer. I can take my headset wherever I want and give someone one of the best VR experiences they will ever have, just with the headset itself. Like it's mind-blowing to me, the things that this game has been able to accomplish. I think how long is the game? I want to say it took me about 12 hours just to beat it the first time. I've obviously been in it now maybe 16 hours trying to like get all the collectibles, completely max out my skill tree. I think I finally maxed it. I might have like one more thing to go. But this game has a lot of replayability. It also has a lot of options, tons of comfort options, tons of options in general, all the things that you want to be able to turn on and off and stuff that you can. It even has a save backup feature where like if you kind of went too far and like you went past a point of no return, you realize you kind of wanted to go back, you can go in and you can revert your save back by a couple saves, and then restart and kind of go on from there. So
that's cheating. You're not allowed to do that.
I don't know. I mean, like there are things that like you can accidentally move past the point of no return in this game. And it's good to be like, oh, look, I didn't know that was going to happen. Now I can't go back. Like that previous area is gone.
That's called
right?
life. Okay.
No, you're right. It is, but it is. This is true. I don't know, but
I feel you.
I'm just saying, like, I personally think that it is worth buying a Quest 3 just for this game. That's my opinion, because I love Batman. I love the Arkham games. If you do not, then I would not do that.
It is for sure
me, dude.
For sure, especially because it comes with it. Like that's a no-brainer. That's $50 basically off of the top. Like, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Natasha's here. Hey, Natasha.
Hey, what's up, Natasha?
Great to see you back at it. Thanks. Feels good.
Impact Reality's VP of Operations in the chat. What's up?
Yes.
Good to see you.
And she is very valuable to us.
She is. Man, one of the most talented people I've ever met. I mean, her brain is amazing.
Yeah,
rock on, Natasha.
And when she manages to like find 30 minutes in her day, she goes and runs 3 miles. Like,
I know,
that's insane.
I know, it really is. Yeah, really amazing person.
So let me ask you this. I have a question before we move on from Batman, because I do want to move on from Batman, but I want to ask you this. This is a lot of people's first ever VR experience. They're gonna buy. The thing's gonna pop. There's gonna be under the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And they're gonna install this game and they're gonna go.
Yep.
Do you have any concerns about that?
Well, that's a good question. Now, it's kind of I do have concerns because this game holds nothing back. If you turn the comfort options off in this game, it's full movement, it's full jumping, there's sliding, there's beating the crap out of people. You know, you can get up on a rooftop and pull your cape up and glide down onto the street. There's jumping over things. Like they pull all the punches here. This very well could get someone sick, but I have put brand new people that have never played VR before into this game. I have yet for anyone to get sick. It's really hard to say because everyone's different. Just like putting people in Gran Turismo, and a lot of these people have had good experiences.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. But I mean, man, it's like this. It's so good. If you can just put people in the first 30 minutes of this game where they really just start to show you the tactics, how all of the things work, like how to jump over things, how to use your cape, how like the combat simulator, and then pull them out. You know what I mean? Like I think they'll get an amazing time before they get hopefully any kind of motion sickness.
Listen, bro, they're gonna be solo. They're gonna be by themselves in their bedroom.
that's true.
And then they're gonna smash their TV.
Well, and that is the other thing. So I have clocked fans off my table across the room into walls. I have almost broke my hand playing this game. Like this is a physical game, and when you are surrounded by 15 goons and you're trying to beat the crap out of all of them and not die, so you don't do it all over again, you might lose track of where you are in the room. You might punch things. I have punched many things in this game, and I am a VR veteran, so definitely watch out for that. I want to take just a second and say what up to Gamertag. What's up, dude?
Look at this. The Behemoth launch party you must have just
all
released.
right, yeah. We got Otterworldly that popped in. We got J-Brat that came in. Like, what in the world? What's up, guys? It's so good to see you all.
Mrs. Gamertag. Oh my gosh,
Hey,
she's in New
what
York.
is up? Holy cow!
I would have bought my own plane ticket to New York if I knew Mrs. Gamertag was going to be there.
Dude, I know.
Wow, that is really cool. Shout out to the VR royalty that's rolling through the live stream right now.
Heck yeah. What is up, y'all?
And for the record, I'm super jealous of all you guys. Like when I saw that you're at the Behemoth launch party, I'm like, oh man, that sounds fun. I bet you that's fun.
The pieces I got to play of that game were really, really good. So I'm really excited. I mean, I am a huge fan of Shadow of the Colossus, and a lot of the boss fights really remind me of that. These things are absolutely massive, but they've added so much to this game too, right? Where you're like Shadow of the Colossus, you like go find a boss, you beat him, you go get another boss. You know what I mean? It's like boss to boss to boss to boss.
The charm of that game.
It is.
To be fair,
it is. In this, you have to like battle your way to the boss. You know what I mean? There's all of these other guys, and like there's all this sword play, and it feels really, really good, and there's all these cool mechanics, and then you get to the boss, and it's like the cherry on the top for that level, right? So yeah.
Hussein X is here. Michael V is here.
What
and
is
Gamertag says he's also with Eric, Jasmine, Kaz, J-Brad, Otterworldly, and more, all watching Between Realities. Everybody over there, they know what's up, all right? You guys know what's up, and that's why you're here, and that's why we love you. Thank you for your support.
The VR fam coming in hot.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Like it's moments like this where I pinch myself, you know? It's like, oh, wait a second, this is cool. You know, like these are amazing people. Like we're doing awesome stuff. We're involved in VR. Like things could be a lot worse, you know? I mean, they could be better. I could have gotten an invite to the Behemoth launch party, but they
someday we'll be cool kids.
Someday we'll get.
Just keep grinding, bro.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we're ever going to be cool. It doesn't look like we're going to be joining the Meta Creator Program anytime soon. It doesn't look like we're going to have 50,000 subs anytime soon.
That's all right. We're doing what we love, brother.
We are. We are. But I also love launch parties in New York.
No, this is true. But man, come on. We've been to launch parties. We went to Zenith launch party. We went to Ghost of Tabor launch party. You know, it's not like
it's never enough.
I know.
I need more.
I
know. Well, I hope you guys are having fun.
Heck yeah.
Have one for me. And,
yes. Absolutely.
Know that we're there with you in spirit and kind of here with you right now. Like we're actually here with you. We're talking. We're connected.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
We love you guys. We really do.
We do. Magical Sleeper popping in too, saying they're all having a New York watch party for the season 9 premiere. Ah, man.
Heck yeah, let's go.
It does not get any better than that. We're starting to get, I guess if you need to be out on time, we're starting to get close.
All right. I gotta talk about one more game at least. There's so many games on this list, but I do want to talk about one more really quick because I have been playing this game and I absolutely love it. So I can't remember where all my buttons are, man. This thing is so big. All right.
That's what she said. Hey.
So Metro Awakening just came out.
You're playing it?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. When it comes to VR, you go
like
for it.
Stuff like this. Like, so here's the thing: if I'm going to play a game like this, like we talk about not having time to play games, so what I have to do is I have to sacrifice sleep. when I should be in bed, I will be playing a game because it's the only time I can, and I am not willing to give up my passion. Do you know what I mean? But I do it less often, right? So like, but with Metro Awakening, I'm playing it on Steam, and it is phenomenal. So the Metro series has always been held very high by people. They're great games. They are the games for me that, like, if I want to see like what a console can do or what a new graphics card can do, I'm going to get a Metro game and I'm going to crank that thing up and I'm going to check it out because it has they're known for having like the best graphics, phenomenal mechanics. Like they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful games.
have literally never played one.
Oh, wow. Okay. I gotcha.
And I didn't even hear about Metro until it showed up in VR, to be completely honest.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. That's cool. Let us know in chat if you guys know the Metro series. Is this a game that you were excited for? Because, you know, while I wasn't like a huge fan of the Metro series, like for its games, like I was Batman, like I was Half-Life, right? These games were the game I bought them specifically to like see what my graphics card could do. Nice. You know what I mean? And they were just absolutely beautiful and just crazy games. So, but the VR game by far my favorite. I don't know if it's like on the same level as far as like this is going to push the graphics further than anything else. But that being said, the graphics are amazing. The environments are amazing. Everything is very full. It's very AAA with how like things are interactable. Everything like feels like living real environments. You know, there's never like a table with a book and like that's it. Do you know what I mean? Like, like these places feel like you are actually there. Like you're in the sewers and in the metro system of like in Russia somewhere. And it's phenomenal. I'm really enjoying this game. I will say it can get creepy. If you don't like spiders, you're definitely not going to like a lot of parts of this game. They jump on you. They'll get on your face. You got to rip them off. You got to smash them, like swat them off you. Like it gets a little bit creepy. The environments are absolutely gorgeous. This game's great. Vertigo nailed it. They keep pumping out these games. I'm just completely blown away that they've put out Arizona Sunshine Remake. They've put out Metro Awakening. They put out Arizona Sunshine 2, all within like a year's time.
Yeah, all like that were being simultaneously developed.
Yeah,
like
that's wild. How do you even have that many people to make all of these assets and to like make games of this quality? It blows my mind because like Arizona Sunshine Remake, dude, I've played Arizona Sunshine just like most of the people here 100 times. You know what I mean? But I felt like Arizona Sunshine Remake, I felt like I was playing that game for the first time again. It was like so beautiful and the mechanics were incredible. They took all the gun mechanics and stuff from After the Fall that were like super dialed in, right? And they really made that game great. But Alpha Bro in the chat, what's up, dude? How's it going?
Good to see you. And Four Wheeling also. And also I saw Flippy Nuggets up there too. I don't think I shouted you out. So
hey.
Thank you guys for being here and tuning in to the Season 9 premiere of Between Realities.
Thanks for coming.
The longest break of all time.
Yeah, for real.
I'm pretty sure it was all like, I think the longest break we ever took between seasons was like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Like a month and a half, maybe, you know? And to go over 3 months this time is unheard of.
I was telling Alex before the show, it was like, I didn't see him really for that time before, but now I see him every day. And so time just felt like it wasn't really passing that quickly. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I don't know.
Also we went to Germany, you know.
We did. We went to Germany. Gamescom. We went to California. We went to went some places. Gamescom, phenomenal, by the way. I'm sure everyone's seen it. I think by now people have covered it. Wow,
it was fun.
The home of XR was incredible.
It was.
It went from Gamescom went to something that I went to because it was so big and just neat to go to. Right, is Gamescom, right? To being my favorite thing now because of the home of XR.
It was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You know, and I was able to like explore. It was my first time going to Germany, period. So definitely my first time at Gamescom. And I was able to like explore all the other halls and stuff. And it was pretty cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I mean, the presence that like everybody shows up with at that event is just ridiculous. Yeah. Like the hugest, craziest things ever. And you know, if I had to like pick a highlight, it was the World of Warcraft VR experience. Like it was like a 4D or 5D or whatever they call it, but it's like a big
bunch of Ds.
More Ds than I could handle. There's a big moving platform with like dynamic fans and stuff. And if you know World of Warcraft, it's called the Escape from Dalaran or Dalaran. That one got you. It was the Escape from Dalaran. Griffin.
Did get me.
And you're on the back of a griffin flying through Dalaran, like through a hole into the sewers and stuff. And as somebody who likes WoW, it was really, really cool. And it's just like another like I don't know, like proof point, or like, you know, the fact that like here's Blizzard, Activation Blizzard, using VR as a marketing tool to like immerse people into the World of Warcraft in a way that they had never been. Now, granted, World of Warcraft VR would be a cooler way to do that.
Yeah, I think.
But the fact that they saw the value, because that's all the World of Warcraft booth was. It was like 15 VR setups. Yeah. All with Quest 3s, all with this Escape from Dalaran.
They were pretty into VR for a company that wasn't willing to do VR.
For real.
So let's see what happens. Maybe World of Warcraft 2.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, or anything from Blizzard. I would love to see Blizzard do a VR experience. Like, that would be incredible. Even a new IP. It doesn't need to be.
Blizzard, if you're out there, you don't have to worry about it. Bring it over to Flat to VR. We'll handle it. No worries. We got you. We got you.
I wonder what game we could do.
I want to say real quick, hi to Short Stack VR coming in with the dad. What's up, buddy?
Short Stack,
the homie, one of the just amazing person.
He is awesome. Short Stack at I'll never forget Short Stack at the Ghost of Tabor launch party. It was
cutting his tux.
Yeah, it was a formal event, and he shows up and cut off jorts.
Oh, he didn't show up that way. He cut those things there. Yeah, he had like a full blown like tux or whatever, a suit, and he just cut those things off.
It's badass.
It was beautiful.
It was. Arlen says StarCraft Ghost in VR. That would be cool. Give a lot of people an opportunity to play that game. You know, like. Yep. That would be a really cool way to do it. Honestly, World of Warcraft is the best one, because like you're in a world, like you could 360 degree view, like a lot of their other stuff is like RTS style, like top down view, you know, like can you look infinitely into the world of Diablo? You know, like I don't think so, but in World of Warcraft you could look in all degrees. Yeah, so yeah, do it, Blizzard. That'd be cool. Thanks. Bye. Do we have to end this?
Yeah, I think we do.
Dang. Like, I know. We could have kept going here.
No, I know. And any other day we could have. I gotta, like, my kids get school tomorrow. I gotta get her to bed. So I got a dad. Sorry, guys.
You've got a dad, but this is our new day of the week. But
no, it is. But I usually will not have my kid on Wednesdays. So usually we'll be able to do whatever. It won't be a big deal.
Got it.
But today it is.
But this is the only time that I am ever going to be wanting to go past 90 minutes. I don't like doing more than 90 minutes when we have guests. Oh. So it's like the first episode is our opportunity to do that.
Cool.
And
we can do that, and then you can put her to bed.
And you pull the plug early at the end of the last season, and now you're pulling the plug early at the beginning of this
responsibilities,
season. Well, you need to get your priorities straight, all right?
And I do.
Whatever. Well, listen, dude, this was really fun. Like, I'm so glad that we got to get back in the saddle here, kind of take a, this like just chill approach to this episode. Yeah. Show up, hang out, chat, reconnect with everybody.
For sure.
Reestablish ourselves here. Establish the new day on Wednesdays. Establish the new time at 5:30 Pacific. Which, by the way, when daylight saving time ends, like we're in Arizona. Arizona is the only state that doesn't recognize, other than I guess Hawaii.
Might have been one. Was there another one?
Yeah, like Hawaii. Yeah. But like within the country that is connected here, Arizona is the only state that doesn't observe daylight savings time, and
we flip it to bird.
We don't care anymore. Nope. Like we used to like adjust when we showed up to do this to accommodate for daylight savings time, so that way like the show time didn't change. Yeah. But it's gonna change when the clocks change. Yeah, this is going to be
we're kind of smushed
later,
like after work, and like it's just not going to work for us to do that, so there will be a time change.
Yep,
we're sorry.
Yep,
we love you anyway.
We're sorry, we're not sorry. It's really what we are. But I think it'll work out, because I honestly wanted to do this at 6:30, 9:30, and then the clocks changed, and then we were like, well, screw it, we're keeping 6:30, and we're doing like it was 6:30 when we started the show for us, but 5:30 on the West Coast. When West Coast catches up with us, we're staying where we are. So anyway, you can expect that. But what else can you expect from season 9 of Between Realities? A lot of the same and a lot of new.
Yep.
Right? Like there's not a ton in terms of like our format that's changing. As you can see aesthetically, the show hasn't really changed too much. But what will be new will be our lineup of amazing guests.
Heck yeah.
We have started booking guests. We're booking guests a little differently this season. Last season we kind of got into some trouble by like booking everybody at once, like right off at the beginning, and then like months went by.
We've done that for the majority of the seasons, and what we found is like when something happens and someone is extremely relevant at that moment, we can't get them in because we're booked for like 9 months.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So we're gonna really try to do things a little differently this season. So we are not booking everyone at the same time. So yeah, who knows if things happen then, and maybe there'll be another Skeeva and Alex only episode. Who knows?
Never.
See what happens.
No.
I like these.
I
do
like them
these.
too. I like them too, but I like maintaining a cadence.
Yeah,
you know,
I
like
do
I
too.
like having the same thing happening.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure we have everybody in mind that we want to have on the show this season, with the exception of the audible plays like you're talking about.
Yep.
And I don't think any of them have ever been on before. As guests, so it should be a fresh season. Like Skeeva said, if we want to have gamer tags, like please let me out. Like, all right, come on, baby, we'll have gamer tag on again. Like we'll have repeat guests. We do that from time to time. But all this to say, we want to bring some new people on. We want to introduce you to more of the amazing community that we have been meeting as we go out to all these events and connect with all of these people. And it's like really amazing to see like what guests of our show have like gone on to do. Like we had Ryan Payton on after Iron Man came out.
Yep.
But before Batman was announced. Yep. And now he's a different man.
Yeah, and he was talking about a secret project that they were working on that he wished he could talk about. And now we know it was freaking Batman.
I know. And now
one of the best games ever.
Probably a little more difficult to get a guy like him on your show nowadays.
I'm sorry to keep gushing about Batman, but I want to say it's not just one of the best VR games ever. For me, it's one of the best games. Like probably the best game of the year. Flat VR doesn't even matter.
That's it.
Doesn't matter.
You heard it here.
Yes.
Skeeva is the authority on this stuff.
I am.
It's the game of the year. That's that.
Listen to me or don't.
Yeah. Or yeah.
But hey, Trombone Champ isn't out yet, so that's about to change.
Assassin 32 VR just got here. All booked for CES. That's what I like to hear, bro.
Heck yeah, man.
We're wrapping this thing up, but we were just saying we're gonna have new guests this season. We're gonna, same old between realities, but brand new faces and new people to meet. If you think like the perfect person to have for us to have on as a guest for this show, don't be afraid to suggest someone.
Yeah, make some requests. Hop on our Discord. Tell us who you want to see.
That would be
because
cool.
This year we might actually be able to like really cater to it because of how we're changing things up here. So let us know. Either join our Discord and start a conversation. That'd be nice. Or leave some comments here and say and let us know who you think would make a great guest for the season, and we will consider everybody's feedback and maybe get them in here. Also, again, give us some feedback on the day, give us some feedback on the time. In general, just let us know what's up and what your preferences are, and we'll do our best to cater to as many people as we can. But that's that. We're back, baby. Wednesdays at 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. We are here. We will see you again in another week, and the week after that, and the week after that. We are going to, of course, have weeks where we're traveling, and we used to like really be committed to like pre-recording episodes and having them premiere every week. Like I don't know if that's gonna happen. Like, yeah, we'll see. If we can, we will. If it's I don't know with this time difference, if we're gonna be able to get people from Europe on live. Maybe there will be some pre-recorded episodes just throughout the season, so we'll see what happens.
Because for so many people overseas, it's like
it'll be like 2:30 in the morning or something. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that'll be doable. So we might have to do some pre-recorded interviews, but we'll see. We're gonna try to keep it. We'll try to keep it live as much as possible.
Mind Jive, thanks for coming. And everybody else, thanks for coming. I'm not going to go back through the whole chat to end this episode, but I will pick that back up once we go back to our guest episodes. But, we've been able to stay in touch with you guys throughout this episode, and it's been a lot of fun to do that. So thank you for being here. Thank you for participating in the live chat. Thanks for everything. Let's just end this thing already. I could say goodbye for another half hour. Have a great evening, everyone, and we will see you. Next week. What are we doing next week?
Oh, next week we're gonna have Rough Talk on. Yeah, we're gonna start off with Rough Talk. We're gonna do a little a little podcast show. You know what I mean? And we'll just talk about awesome stuff. Maybe we'll talk about some more games. We'll see what's going on in the industry. D Scruffles over there also working at Impact now, so we're like pulling in all the Avengers, man, and we're gonna get into it next week. It's gonna be fun.
Yep, it's gonna be great.
Yep.
Brian and Damian Ruffy,
Heck yeah.
father and son duo that is the Rough Talk VR podcast, who have been killing it. Like
right?
Better, like honestly, like it almost makes me mad. We shouldn't be promoting these guys, but we're going to because we like them and we like all of you. Have a great night. We will see you in a week with Rough Talk VR. Bye bye.
Bye bye.